We kick things off with the UFC Freedom 250 event, set to be one of the most distinctive shows in promotion history. Ilia Topuria has weighed in, directly addressing the political conversation surrounding his participation in this highly anticipated card. Topuria made it crystal clear that his involvement is purely professional, stating that for him, sports have no flags, and he is simply going to do his job because the company called him to it. He emphasized that the White House belongs to everyone, not just one person, setting the stage for a truly unique event.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSockets Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we dive into the massive anticipation surrounding the return of Amanda Nunes. The matchup between Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes was initially slated as the co-main event for UFC 324, but it was ultimately delayed due to an injury sustained by Kayla Harrison requiring surgery. Despite the disappointment, Nunes was completely unfazed by the scheduling, telling us she just wants her belt back, no matter where it falls on the card. We explore the incredible journey of Nunes, the greatest female MMA fighter of all time, and what it means for her comeback. We continue with the story of Amanda Nunes and Kayla Harrison, focusing on the details of their highly anticipated reunion. We look at how Nunes has been training and pacing herself after retirement, showing us she is ready to go when Kayla Harrison is 100%. This segment digs into the dynamics of champions returning to the cage and the intense focus required to secure that title back. And finally, we turn our attention to the tough reality facing Tai Tuivasa. After suffering 7 straight defeats at UFC Perth, Tai Tuivasa issued a heartfelt apology on Instagram, admitting he failed to deliver for his fans. He acknowledged the disappointment, but firmly stated he will never give up, declaring that people have to put him out for him to give up. What does this mean for his future in the UFC? Stay with us for more breaking news. Ilia Topuria has firmly denied any connection between his participation in UFC Freedom 250 and former President Donald Trump, emphasizing that his involvement is strictly professional. The event is set to be a landmark occasion, taking place at the White House to commemorate the 250th anniversary of American independence, an event facilitated by the relationship between UFC President Dana White and President Trump, which has drawn political scrutiny to the card. Topuria is slated to headline the event in a lightweight unification bout against Justin Gaethje, positioning him at the center of the debate. Addressing the controversy, Topuria stated to N+ Univision that for him, sports are apolitical. He explained, "At the end of the day, for me, sports have no flags. The athlete is the athlete. I compete and work for a company. The company told me I have to be at the White House, so I'm going to go do my job. This isn't a political stance. It's simply that they called me to do a job and I'm going to go do it. And the White House, well, it doesn't belong to one person. It's everyone's house." Topuria's background as a Georgian immigrant raised in Spain has made him an unexpected figure in a card tied to the Trump connection, adding another layer to the discussion. Furthermore, his anticipated dominance over Gaethje, the current American male champion in the promotion, will heighten the contrast between his professional focus and the event's political backdrop. Miami, Amanda Nunes has expressed complete acceptance regarding the initial scheduling of her highly anticipated UFC comeback fight against Kayla Harrison, stating that even a co-main event spot was acceptable, as she focused solely on regaining her championship status. The matchup between the former two-division champion and the former Olympic judo gold medalist is widely considered one of the biggest fights in women's MMA history, yet the promotion's initial handling of the bout drew significant criticism. The fight was originally slated for the co-main event of UFC 324, positioned beneath an interim lightweight title bout between Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett. However, the bout was postponed in January after Harrison sustained a neck injury requiring surgery. Despite assurances from UFC CEO Dana White that the fight would occur once Harrison recovered, fans felt let down by the placement, leading to debate over why such a high-profile contest was positioned beneath an interim title fight. Nunes, however, showed no reservation about the arrangement. "If UFC put it in the main event, it would be great," Nunes told MMA Junkie. "If it's the co-main event, if it's the first fight of the night, I want my belt back. It don't bother me at all. I want to just step in the cage for the fight. This is what I like to do, what I'm born to do. I'm a champion. I'm going to go for the belt. The first fight of the night or the last one, I don't care. I just want my belt back." Nunes, regarded as the greatest female MMA fighter of all time after completing her 11th title win in 2023, retired to focus on her family. Kayla Harrison, a two-time Olympic gold medalist in judo, transitioned from the PFL before signing with the UFC, achieving a rapid ascent to the top by capturing the UFC Women's Bantamweight title and bringing Nunes back from retirement. Nunes is currently awaiting a new date contingent upon Harrison's recovery from surgery. While she is eager to return to competition, Nunes has been methodical in her training approach. "I know how to train. I know how to pace myself to be able to do a camp," she stated. "I know the first camp didn't work out, but I slowed down a little bit. I keep going to the gym. I keep doing the same thing but with low intensity, and now I started picking up. So I'm just ready for the day. I feel like I'm ready for any day that Kayla gives to me. I'm ready for her. And when she's 100%, we're going to make this happen." Miami, the highly anticipated matchup between Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes, has sparked discussion regarding its placement within the UFC, despite being widely considered one of the biggest fights in women's MMA history. The bout was originally slated as the co-main event for UFC 324, positioned beneath an interim lightweight title fight between Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett. However, the fight did not materialize in January when Harrison sustained a neck injury requiring surgery. This scheduling decision drew criticism from fans, as the high-profile contest was placed under an interim title fight. Despite the controversy surrounding the scheduling, Amanda Nunes expressed complete indifference to the placement, emphasizing her singular focus on reclaiming her championship status. Speaking to channel YouTube, Nunes stated, "If UFC put it in the main event, it would be great. If it's the co-main event, if it's the first fight of the night, I want my belt back. It don't bother me at all. I want to just step in the cage for the fight. This is what I like to do, what I'm born to do. I'm a champion. I'm going to go for the belt. The first fight of the night or the last one, I don't care. I just want my belt back." Nunes, a former two-division UFC champion, and regarded as the greatest female MMA fighter of all time after completing 11 UFC title wins in 2023, retired to focus on her family. Her retirement was interrupted by the signing of Kayla Harrison, a two-time Olympic gold medalist in judo who transitioned from the PFL and quickly ascended to the top, capturing the UFC Women's Bantamweight title and drawing Nunes back from retirement. Nunes is now awaiting a rescheduled date contingent on Harrison's recovery from surgery. While Nunes is eager to return to competition, she remains focused on a measured approach to her training. "I know how to train. I know how to pace myself to be able to do a camp," Nunes commented. "I know the first camp didn't work out, but I slowed down a little bit. I keep going to the gym. I keep doing the same thing but with low intensity, and now I started picking up. So I'm just ready for the day. I feel like I'm ready for any day that Kayla gives to me. I'm ready for her. And when she's 100%, we're going to make this happen." Tai Tuivasa is facing intense scrutiny following a 7th consecutive loss at UFC Perth, prompting a public apology from the heavyweight fighter. Following a unanimous decision defeat to Louis Sutherland, Tuivasa addressed his fanbase on Instagram, expressing regret for underperforming and acknowledging a failure to deliver results. In his post, Tuivasa admitted, "Sorry," stating he felt he put in the work, but did not achieve the desired outcome, calling himself a cunt of a sport. However, he firmly asserted his commitment, declaring, "But I will never give up. I am from WSDRNSYDNEY. You gotta put me out for me to give up." He concluded by apologizing to his loyal fans and team. This recent defeat marks a significant downturn for Tuivasa, whose last victory in the UFC was in February 2022, a second-round knockout win over Derek Lewis. His recent run has been marked by a string of setbacks, including back-to-back knockout losses to Cyril Gane and Sergey Pavlovich, followed by submission losses to Alexander Volkov and Marcin Tybura, and subsequent defeats against Jairzinho Rozenstruik and Taliesin Teixeira. With this latest loss to Sutherland, questions are mounting regarding Tai Tuivasa's future on the UFC roster. In contrast, Sutherland secured his first UFC win via back-to-back first-round finishes at the event, marking his first bout under the promotion and his first time competing for a full fight in a year. Observers are now watching to see whether the UFC brass will retain Tuivasa or make a decision regarding his contract status. Further updates on Tuivasa's trajectory are expected in the coming weeks.